Hey guys, what's going on? Nivens here. Time for your weekly rock wind-up. Well, it seems that not one but two frontmen having to deal with the emotional stranglehold that is having in-ear monitor problems. As you recall, in last week's weekly rock wind-up, Scott Weiland in his performance of Vaseline was butchered because he was having technical difficulties. Well, on Friday night of last week, the same thing happened to Five Finger Death Punch's frontman Ivan Moody. In fact, a bunch of videos started surfacing of the Memphis Beale Street Festival that I guess he was having a problem hearing while he was talking about Jeremy Spencer, the drummer's book, and then that so frustrated with how hard they were having monitor and technical issues. Jeremy was so frustrated he threw his drumsticks down and walked off the stage. And in solidarity, the rest of the band members walked off with them. Ivan tried to side with the crew and say, no, we're going to play through this, but eventually he gave up as well. But looks like everything's fine for all on board. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm sure Scott Weiland and the Wildabouts and or Five Finger Death Punch will be visiting a town near you very, very soon. Well, tonight at 8:15 Kansas City time, you can stream Live Nation's performance of Faith No More in Detroit. Do it on Yahoo. You can also do it on Apple TV, Xbox, Roku, whatever that is. Basically, you're going to be able to find it, I think, just about anywhere on the interwebs. Pretty exciting stuff. Don't know if FNM will be making a trek to Kansas City. I would hope so. I know many of us around here would love to see that. But might as well, fire up the popcorn, get yourself a few beers and enjoy Faith No More tonight. Again, 8:15 Kansas City time. Well, as I told you in a previous weekly rock wind-up, Gwar going to be coming back to the Kansas City area, most notably actually in Lawrence to celebrate 30 years of Gwar. They're also going to be kicking out a new book towards the summertime, Let There Be Gwar. And speaking of Gwar, it seems this week that Volvatron will no longer be performing with them. Now, she may come back into the fold down the road, but Kim Dahlia, the lady that's been playing the newest member, I should say, of Gwar since the passing of Oderus Orengus, just not fitting the bill for what the guys are wanting. They're going to go separate ways. They have nothing but respect. I guess there hasn't been any sort of problems, but they're just deciding to move on. We again may see the character known as Volvatron again, but just not with Kim Dahlia in the suit. Well, hopefully this isn't a situation like what Casey Kasem was dealing with towards his, the last few days on this planet. But it seems that B.B. King's daughter is saying that she's being barred right now from longtime manager of King, Laverne Tony, I believe is how you say her name. For whatever reason, King has been in his hospice in his home in Vegas. He's been ill for a little while. There's been some talk about him, not doing too good. But it seems that right now his daughter can't see him. Nobody in the family can see him, and then they're not liking this. So as this story obviously will continue to unfold, I'll keep you in the loop about it. And time to close out your weekly rock wind-up with all the new stuff and whatnot, music, movies, memoirs, etc. On the 12th of this month, of course, Duff McKagan, former bassist for Guns N' Roses, has his book coming out, How to Be a Man. He's made a song featuring Izzy Stradlin and Jerry Cantrell from Alice in Chains that is now streaming online. What else? If you're a fan of Black Veil Brides, they're going to release their very first ever DVD, Alive and Burning, on July 10th. You got a fat ass. It's a pretty funny little bit. I heard that this morning during JDMS. Death Angel looking like they're going to head into the studio in October on the 1st. Looking at an April 2016 release for a new album from those guys. I was talking about Scott Weiland earlier with the Wildabouts. Don't forget he's also part of that project Art of Anarchy with John Moyer on bass, John and Vince Voda, and on guitar and drums. I guess this is a brother combo. I'm not really sure who they are. And Ron Bumblefoot Thigh hanging out as well on guitar as co-producer. They've kicked out a lyric video for Small Batch of Whiskey for their new album that will drop, the debut album, on June the 2nd. Sepultura has a pretty cool 18-minute documentary video that's up, Sepultura 30 Years in Russia. I've actually got that up on a blog at 989therock.com. I want to say it's from the Nivens Log Volume 8, if I'm not mistaken. And actually it is Volume 8 because on that same blog there is the streaming video for Barrio from Teenage Time Killers. I've told you about these guys before. You've got COC's the founder, mastermind behind this, drummer Reed Mullen, as well as Mick Murphy. But you've also got Jello Biafra showing up on it, Randy Blythe, Dave Grohl, Nick Oliveri, Matt Skiba of Alkaline Trio. That's the one that shows up on the new track, is Matt Skiba from Alkaline Trio, and the song's Barrio. Looking forward very much to this brand spanking new super group, wicked awesome album that's going to drop on the 31st of July called Greatest Hits Volume 1. I'm Nivens. Thank you very much for tuning into Weekly Rock Windup. If you're in Kansas City for the races, hopefully you don't get rained out. Enjoy, have a good time. Also, if you're looking for something to do Saturday night, little burlesque show. My girl is going to be making her dancing debut. It's about the closest thing you're ever going to see to seeing my gal naked. So come on out to the Buffalo Room, backside of Westport Flea Market, Saturday night, 10 o'clock. Have a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day, too. Peace.